country. We are entering Namibia, and we already, as you can see, just show them the environment. We are already seeing the Namibian environment. This is the Namibian environment, but we are still in South Africa. We're still in South Africa, and last night we were to spend. Yesterday we were to spend at Cape Aguras. That is where we were to spend the night. But after visiting the farthest end of Africa, and thanks a lot, guys, for those who watched that video. That video had posted the previous video about the farthest end of Africa. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate. Now, if you didn't subscribe, please consider subscribing. If you didn't subscribe, please consider subscribing, and I'll really appreciate. I'm doing this all for you, and every subscriber I get, it's a motivation to me. So yesterday we drove a total distance of 570 we were to head to not 570, sorry, we are how many kilometers did we travel? Around 300 kilometers to the end of Africa. Then we were done with the activities at around 3-4 p.m. there. 3-4 p.m. there, and then we decided, since it is still early and that place was very windy. You saw my video. See the campus here. These are the signs of entering Namibia. You can see we already have a campus. These are people with 4x4. These are people who know adventure. This is now my aspiration, my dream. My dream is to own such a big 4x4 truck, off-road truck, and go around the whole of world. My dream is to go all the way the whole of world, not just driving Africa. Africa so far I have done my best, but I would wish to own such a tractor that is all in one and go around the whole world. Now, as I was saying, it was very windy, that place. You saw in my video. If you haven't seen, please go to my previous video, you'll see it. It was very windy, so we decided not to spend the night there, because I don't think we are going to enjoy the night. It must be very cold there with the storm that was they were experiencing. So we decided to drive another like 500 kilometers away to a town called it has a difficult name. It's called Vanrhynsdorp. It's called Vanrhynsdorp. If I'm pronouncing the name wrongly, my people, you can correct me. Remember, that's not an English name or a Swahili name, so I may not be the best at pronouncing that name. Vanrhynsdorp, something of that sort. We drove a total distance of around 780 yesterday. We arrived there at around 7:30 p.m. Well, that is 19:30 hours. That is the time we arrived there. And it's not a big town. It's an estate town. I would say it's an estate town. Not a big town. We found accommodation there. And accommodation there was quite good. It was the first time actually we had our first steak, our first beef. It was our first time we got our first beef since we left Kenya. We have been eating chicken until my throat is chicken is growing. I don't know. We have eaten too much chicken and fast food. Remember the culture in Botswana. In the culture in Zambia, Botswana, and South Africa so far, it's fast food. Those people eat a lot of fast food. I'm not a fan of fast food, but we were forced to eat because in most instances we would arrive at our destination when it is already very late. You know, it's already very late. You can check the views, guys. You can check the views and see how the views are given. So we arrive at our destinations very late, when it is very late. when we try to source for hotels, all the hotels are selling chicken. They're selling chicken and fries. So we had to take that. But yesterday we were very lucky. We were able to get a steak, which costed around 250 per plate. 250 per plate. That is 400 grams. That is less than half a kg. 250. That is roughly like how much? That's like 1700. Yeah, that's like 1700 per plate of 400 grams of steak, beef steak. So today, activities of today, or the plan of the day is we left that town. I'm going to attach that video here. You're going to see it, and we are going to cross the border. We are going to cross the border from South Africa. We are going to enter Namibia, and then we are planning to spend the night at the Orange Lodge there. But if the crossing border takes short time, we may proceed with the journey and maybe get to the next town ahead, because we have a long way to go. Namibia is it's a very big country also. There's a lot of desert along the way, a lot of wilderness, as you can see. So there are no towns along the way to spend the night. So Namibia will be doing around 800-900 kilometers a day, at least to make it our stay there as short as possible. So guys, we are really trying our best to bring the best content for you as much as possible. So if you have questions, you have comments, kindly put them on the comment section. Put them there on the comment section, and I'll really appreciate. And if you haven't subscribed, my people, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Go to my YouTube, to my Facebook, go search Honorable Poro Ihenya. Make sure you follow me there. The account with over 270,000 followers. That is my main account. Also go to my TikTok, go to my Instagram at Waihenya. Go search at Waihenya. And most specifically on YouTube, Paul Havenfield. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy when I see your subscription. I'll be a very happy man. So guys, let's enjoy the trip. Once we get to the border, we shall still continue giving more and more content. I'll give you my first impression in Namibia and how the border crossing, the experience at the border crossing. So my people, let's enjoy this journey together. Yes, on day 13 we proceed with the journey, just as I explained to you. So today actually we are doing the Vanrhynsdorp. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing that name correctly. It's Vanrhynsdorp, something like that. Vanrhynsdorp. To my South Africans, I don't know whether I'm pronouncing that name correctly, but that is a plan of the day. That is where we actually slept, in one of we got a good hotel actually. Accommodation was relatively cheaper. Paid accommodation of not cheaper. We paid accommodation of 850 rands. That is what we paid as accommodation. Then we went to a petrol station. We fueled at Shell. Actually, that is what we are doing right now. We are fueling. We fueled 885 rands. Food for the night, we had a supper of 470 rands. Yeah, this is the town. The town looks a bit odd. It looks like an old town. Fewer people, of course. I don't know why most of these townships in South Africa, they have less people. They are not congested, which is something good, especially when it comes to planning, cleanliness. You see, there are no papers on the road. There is no takataka on the road. So That's a plus. I think when even in crowded cities, like we have Tokyo in Japan, that town is very clean. Despite the we have Shanghai in China. So I would say it all goes down to the leadership. So to the leadership of South Africa, I would say they are doing quite a good work. Though in this town the tarmac is quite old. I don't know whether it's because of the heat, especially during the summer. Because right now we are approaching the South Africa. The time I was passing this area, South Africa was approaching winter, so it was a bit cold. I won't say it was hot. As I had said, reason being we were entering the Namibian side, and we are not sure where we are going to find the next petrol station. Plan of the day, we are going to do Vanrhynsdorp all the way to, we are crossing the border. Actually, we are crossing the border, and then we go to a town in Namibia called Keetmanshoop. Keetmanshoop. That is actually where we are going to spend the night. It's a total distance of 130 kilometers. Initially, we had purpose to do Vanrhynsdorp all the way to the border, Namibian border, where we had purpose to spend the night at the Orange River Lounge. There is an Orange River Lounge immediately after the border at that Shell petrol station. There, we had purpose to spend the night there. But then we saw it wise, so that we reduce the distance, because we were supposed to do that distance from there to Windhoek. We saw it wise because we didn't take much time. Remember, we still had the traumas that we got while we were crossing Tanzania to Zambia. Had that trauma, and whenever we were doing a border crossing, we factored in the time that we would waste. Remember, we wasted a whole 7 to 8 hours crossing the border at Nakonde. That is the border between Tanzania and Zambia. Had that trauma in ourselves. So when at the border, as I told you, at the border actually we spent around 10 minutes. You're going to see, let me not spoil the video for you. We spent around 10 minutes. We crossed the border. So that is the main activity of the day, guys. So today we are leaving South Africa, a beautiful country. I would say we have not had any incidents in South Africa except for one traffic violation that we did, and I'm very much grateful for the South African traffic police. They are different from what we have in East Africa. We listened. And I did not bribe that traffic police. He forgave us, he understood us, he forgave us, and he allowed us to continue with the journey. Actually, I don't know whether it's in this episode or it's in the previous episode. Yeah, I think it's in the previous episode. We were trying to rush. We ran a stop sign. But simply, this is what happened. I think I have told you before. This is what happened. Let me repeat. That town, it looked like a dead town in quotes. There were no people. It was on a Sunday, and there were no people at all. It was evening, around 6:30 p.m. It was raining actually. And then the markings were there, yes, but okay, on the road, the markings were faded, considering you add the rainfall. And then the signage was there to stop. The signage was there. So we decided, why should we stop? And there is no one on the road. There are no cars even on the road. So I decided to proceed without stopping. And in seconds, in less than a minute, I saw a Volkswagen Golf, strode lights on. And then I did not stop because you see that is not the standard procedure here. I just proceeded with the journey, and I assumed maybe the traffic police, they're doing their duties, or maybe they're executing maybe they are rushing somewhere. So I just proceeded with the journey. Little did I know that the Gulf, it's like a bullet. He drove very fast, and he switched on, or he activated the alarm, and then I still did not stop, because in Kenya that is not how traffic police stop you. We don't have those patrol golf, so stationed on the road, they are stationary on the road. So what happened, he drove past us and he blocked he blocked us in front. Of course I had slowed down because it was a town, despite me not stopping. I was doing around, I think, 60 km/h. So he passed us, and then that is when I stopped, and then he came gun blazing. He was like, why did you not stop? Why did you drive that stop sign? You didn't see it. Why are you risking the lives of the people who live here? You're supposed to stop. Where are you going? Why the rush? Going to curfew. I'm going to take you to a cell. Then you'll be taken to the court tomorrow. No, I tried explaining to him what happened. I told him we are from Kenya, and we are on our way back. Time is not also on our side, and I did not see that stop sign. I asked for forgiveness. After a few discussions, he added my passport. He added my passport and my driving license, and then he told us proceed. But next time when you see a stop sign, whether there are people or not, just make sure you stop. That is what he told us, and that's how we proceed. Something else, the food in South Africa. I know most of you have told me that I did not visit places that sell good food, or that sell meat, real meat, not the chicken, which I agree. I have done my research also, and have seen that South Africans are consumers of meat, beef in Africa, and I think they are in the top 20 in the whole world. That is quite impressive. So I'm planning another journey. If possible, by the end of this year, I'll plan another journey and come to South Africa, and I'll spend a whole 1 month there. This time around, I'll not be in a rush. I'll not just visit nice places. I'll visit all the places, and I'll also interact with the locals, and I'll have even local tour guides in every town that I visit. So I shall give you the whole itinerary, so that if you're in that town, with Joburg, actually that is where I'll start my journey. So I'll use flight by there. I'll not come by road. I don't want the trauma from the Tanzania and the Zambia border and the Tanzania roads. I don't want that trauma. So I would rather fly to Joburg. I shall lease a 4x4. Yeah, I shall lease a 4x4 for 1 month. And then I start from Joburg. Then from there, I'll know where next. Maybe Durban, then maybe Pretoria. As I go to Eswatini. Yeah, remember we did not visit Eswatini, but we visited Lesotho. If you haven't watched that video, I think it's episode 11. Go to my channel. Episode, okay? I would also want to explore the whole of Lesotho once again. Remember, we only visited Maseru, which is the capital city of Lesotho. I would want to go to visit all of it, so that's why I would want a proper 4x4. So if you're out there, you would want to join me during my next trip to South Africa, reach out to me, and I'll really appreciate. Okay, so guys, let's enjoy this drive as we cross the border and as we see Namibia and explore Namibia. This is my first time Namibia. So guys, relax, sit back, make sure don't skip ads, and make sure you subscribe. Enjoy. You have a question, you have a suggestion, I'm ready to welcome them. If you want to criticize something, please do it on the comment section and I'll respond. If you have a shukurani, pia nitashukuru. Let's enjoy the drive, guys. Hope you're enjoying the drive. We are now actually approaching the border between South Africa and Namibia. Actually, this border shocked me. If you have ever used this border, you have had the same experience. You see the mountains on both sides of the road. No one would ever think that there is a border crossing point just a few meters, less than a kilometer from where we are. Would you guess that there is a border crossing? The mountains on both sides of the road. I wanted to look at the road in South Africa. This is the last leg of us driving on the South African road. You see how they are wide. You see how they have shoulders, how the road shoulders are. They have guardrails at the end of the road. They are well marked. The paint job done here is awesome. It's reflecting. Now I want you to compare and contrast. Once we cross the other side, we cross to Namibia. The drainage is done. We even have some stone there on the drainage, just to prevent erosion and to reduce the water speed. Look at the beautiful views. Look at the sun. The sun is trying to outshine us, but surprisingly, it's still cold. The temperature is around 19 degrees, though it looks sunny, but the temperature is 19 degrees. We met some herders here, people who are looking after cows and goats, but I don't know what those goats and the cows, especially the cows, what we are eating here. You see, you have some water bodies on my right hand side, though that is not the Orange River. We are actually going to cross Orange River. Yeah, it's one of the biggest rivers that we are taught back campus, not campus, sorry, back in primary school. There's a resort there on my left hand side. Now we are approaching the border crossing point, and I want you to see a very simple, very organized border crossing, the South African side. This is not a one-stop border. This is only for the South African side. Then once you cross the other side, there is a border crossing for Namibia. And actually, this is something I noticed in the southern African countries. They don't have, most of the border crossing are not one-stop border crossing, unlike in East Africa, whereby everything is done in in just one stop. Like there is the exit, that is the departure and the arrival. The departure and the arrival, all that in just one stop. So this is different, you see, but it's for departure as you leave South Africa. Then as you cross the other side to Namibia, there's another one for arrivals as you enter South Africa, I mean Namibia. That is if you are coming from Namibia, and vice versa is true. So guys, let's subscribe, and let's support me, guys. Enjoy the drive to Namibia. Welcome to Namibia, my people. Hope you're good. Remember what I told you, we are going to tour all the 7 countries. This is our country number 7. This is Namibia. This is Namibia, guys. That is Orange River. I'm sure you studied that in geography or in social studies. That is Orange River. I don't know whether you can, yeah, you can see it. That is Orange River. You can see here is the border control at the Bureau. It's a difficult name, just forgive me. So we are now closing Namibia officially. You can see the Orange River. Unfortunately, I cannot be able to stop here because it's in a bridge, and in a bridge you're not supposed to stop. because of the dangers and inconveniencing other road users. So we are now entering Namibia. Welcome to Namibia. So the immigration offices for the two countries are in different places. It's not a one border stop. That is what I have realized. Border stop. So let's go to the Namibian border control. So guys, finally we have crossed the border. It only took us like 5 or 10 minutes maximum. We paid for road levy. We paid, it was like around 425 Namibian dollar. Namibian dollar is same as South African rands. Actually, when you're in Namibia, you can decide to pay using South African rands. They accept it because the exchange rate is 1:1. Now, guess what, guys? We have found meat. We have found meat. Let me show you. Bring this big meat. We have found meat. Meat. You know, I'm a cannibal when it comes to meat. We have found meat and we are very happy. This meat was very cheap. It was around 108 Namibian dollars, which is cheaper than the prices in South Africa. So my people, and we even saw a sign there, welcome to Namibia, the land of meat. So this is my place. So guys, let's enjoy this road trip together. Thank you. Oh, you are recording? I was enjoying this coke. So my people, we are still in Namibia. So far since we left that town in South Africa, we have covered around 500 kilometers so far, and we crossed the border like an hour ago. We are now in Namibia, officially in Namibia, and one of my observations so far, the roads. Okay, I don't want to say much about the roads because we are still far from getting to the capital city, which is Windhoek. The Windhoek or Windhoek, something either Windhoek or Windhoek. But in Kenya we read it as Windhoek. That is how we were pronouncing that name when we were in primary school doing geography. Actually, personally, I used to read it as Windhoek. Then I heard from the people of Namibia, it's not pronounced as Windhoek, is I think Windhoek or Windhoek, something of that sort. But I'll confirm when I get to the capital city. You can show them the road there. The road is it looks like a snake. I mean, like a straight line. I don't know that the cameraman is not doing this video justice because the camera cannot be able to see that far. But you see, as just try and focus and see. You see as far. Hey, I don't know. So now, you have seen the road is very straight. You can see like 30 kilometers away, my people. You can see like 30 kilometers away from where we are. Something else, it is very sunny outside, as you can see, but surprisingly it is cold. The temperature is 20 degrees. I don't know when was the last time you had 20 degrees in Kenya. Maybe when it is raining. Even when it is raining, it fluctuates from 20, 24 to 25. The temperature outside is very cold, but it is very sunny. Something else I have noticed is about the roads, as I was trying to explain. The roads quality here looks the same as the one in Kenya so far. I mean, so far it's still early. We are like 100 kilometers from the border, but the roads looks the same quality in Kenya. Just show them so that I can explain to them. You can see it's very narrow. Yeah, it's very narrow. Okay, not narrow, like there's a country I went, like in Zambia, sorry, yeah. Not very narrow like in Zambia, but it's very narrow. It's narrow as compared to South African roads. Remember, we are from South Africa, like 100 kilometers from where we were in South Africa. Here it's a bit narrow, the same length, the same width with the Kenyan road, same width with the Kenyan roads. The markings on the road, they are using a very cheap, I would call it a very cheap paint. It's just like the normal paint, like someone came with a brush and painted the road. This is what is done in Kenya. Kenya, they do the same poor finishing of the road. They use very cheap paint that peels off, that does not reflect at night. You can see this one already. The markings are there, yes, but when it gets at night, I'll try and show you at night. This painting cannot reflect. It cannot reflect at night, and even when it is raining, you cannot be able to see ahead. These are the same markings used on the Eastern Bypass in Kenya. Very cheap, and I don't know whether it's the budget that does not allow or what happens in between. Because if you saw my other videos in South Africa, the previous video, you will see that the paint they use there is good quality. They use good quality paint, and the paint is reflective. The paint is reflective. So guys, this is one of some of the observations. And here I'll still repeat. I had said I'll still repeat. This is the country of meat, the land of meat. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I've had the first meal since we left Kenya. I can say this is the first meal I have had, the first meat, apart from chicken. We have been eating chicken. Fast food, right from Tanzania, Zambia, Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho. Just chicken and fries, nothing else. But now, the first stopover, when we crossed the border to Namibia, just the first stopover, meat. Though, a disclaimer or a spoiler alert, I'm not sure if that was beef. But it was very yummy. Very yummy, very sweet. Whatever that was, I'm ready to be eating that. Actually, I can even overstay in Namibia. I'm ready to be eating that, whatever that one was. It was very sweet. It was sweeter than the Kenyan meat, actually. Very sweet. Sweeter than the Kenyan meat. And the bones were very small. And the meat was big or was huge. So I don't know, because that is not a cow. Because a cow has proportionate bones to meat. The proportion of the bone is relatively similar to the meat content. But this one, the proportion of the bone, very small bone, very big meat. So I don't know what animal that is, but whatever the animal is, I'm ready to be eating that until I die. It was the sweetest meat I have ever tasted in my life. So let's enjoy this road trip. The road is very smooth, as you can see. Let's enjoy the road trip together, guys, as I enjoy this good cook. So guys, how are you? Hope you're good. We are still on the journey, by the way. We are still on the journey. Now we are entering a town. This is where we are going to spend the night. Remember what I had told you? I had told you about the road. The road condition is not the best. The markings are not the best. You can see there are no markings on the road. And if they are there, they are not visible. I'm right now on full light. I'm on full light right now as we speak. But I still cannot be able to see. Anything. And imagine I'm on full light. So we are going to spend the night here in this town, and then we'll proceed tomorrow. Because you know Namibia, it has a lot of wild animals. So we are likely to hit an animal along the way. Plus, considering the poor visibility at night, I think it is good. It is good practice to just stop, take a rest. Already we have covered a distance of over 900. Right now we are at 700 kilometers from where we started the journey. So we are going to look for a place to spend here. We had not purposed to sleep here. Remember, we had purposed to sleep at the Orange River Lodge. That is at the border, but we realized We arrived there very early. We crossed the border. We took like 5 minutes. We crossed the border, so we saw it wise to just reduce the distance, because tomorrow we are getting to Windhoek. So guys, the roads here are poorly marked. That one I would say. The roads are not at its best. They are not that good, and they are not reflective in any way. You cannot tell where the road ends. So what we are going to do, we are going to look for a place to sleep. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. Barikiwe sana. Kindly make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. You can put a comment down there. Put a comment. You can ask if you have recommendations, if you have any concerns. Kindly put it on the comment section, and see you in the next video as I post. I'm going to post the next video in the shortest time possible. Thanks a lot guys, and thanks for watching this video. All I can say from my heart is thanks a lot, and Mubarak.